Hello everybody, this is Alex with the NICU Dad, and I'm coming to you today with my top 5 tips for NICU dads. Tip number 1, face your reality. What I mean by this is many of us get thrust into this nightmare situation with a phone call that comes out of nowhere and completely changes our lives in a split second. And it's very easy to go into denial and to really struggle to understand the situation and understand what's really happening. And the faster you can face that reality and get an understanding of what's going on and realizing that this really is happening, the faster you can move forward. And once you face that reality, it's also a good idea to throw away any expectations that you may have on how things are going to go while you're in the NICU. You need to understand that in the NICU, it is a roller coaster. You have days where you take 1 step forward and then 2 steps back. And sometimes you'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and so on. But like I said, the faster you're able to face this reality and understand the situation, the faster you'll be able to move forward. Tip number 2, get information. With a better understanding of your situation, you're in a better place to receive information. And this is vital because you are the information hub. It's so much information that comes at you so fast, it's like trying to drink from a fire hose. And most of the times you're responsible for receiving that information and distributing it to your spouse, to your friends and family. So my tip for you is get organized, take notes, record conversations. Do whatever you can to keep this information. Tip number 3, managing the NICU Dad Shuffle. What I mean by the NICU Dad Shuffle is that situation for NICU dads where you have to figure out where your priorities go, who do you spend time with, who do you focus on. You have your wife in the hospital healing, you have your baby in the NICU, sometimes at a different hospital. You have siblings at home who need to be taken care of and have time spent with them also. You have the home that needs to be taken care of, and you still need to go to work. How do you manage that? How do you navigate that space of being at several places at once? It's next to impossible, and it's super stressful. So my tip to you is to get more information. Look to peer-to-peer mentors. Look to Facebook groups. Look for other NICU dads like myself who have been through this, who have navigated these waters, who have gone and mapped out this land already of this madness that you're in. And get those tips, get that information, but also get that support that's going to help you get through this journey. Tip number 4. Understand that you are not alone, and you will get through this. I know sometimes it feels like Groundhog Day, with everything being the same thing over and over again, and it seems like there might not be light at the end of the tunnel, but there is. You will get through this, and you guys will make it out of the NICU when it's time. Tip number 5, and probably my most important tip of all, and that's understanding that the NICU is the preseason. It's the pregame. The real stuff starts once your baby goes home. While you're in the NICU, you have the support of the NICU doctors and staff. You need to get yourself in the best shape possible, mentally, physically, spiritually, because when you do go home from the NICU, your family's going to be relying on you. Everyone is going to be relying on you, and they need the best you possible. Many times, many of us run ourselves ragged in the NICU. We don't get any rest. We eat poorly. We don't take care of ourselves at all. And the stress takes a toll. And finally, when you do come home with your baby, you're a shell of yourself. Your spouse is leaning on you for support. You need to help take care of the baby. There's doctor's visits and therapies. Not to mention that the crazy stress levels that we had in the NICU actually go up when we go home. We no longer have that support of the NICU staff. We're it, and everyone's counting on us. So do yourself a favor and take care of yourself while you're in the NICU. So that way you can be the best that you can be for your family once you do go home. So those are my top 5 tips for the NICU dads. Face this reality. Understand the situation. Stay away from denial. And throw away any false expectations that you have. And that'll get you in a better spot to get all this information that you're about to receive. And continue to get that information. Remember to take notes. Do whatever you can. Record conversations. Get as much information as you can. Get those tips and information that's going to help you navigate that NICU dad shuffle. Get into some peer-to-peer mentoring. Join some Facebook groups. And don't forget, you're not alone. You will get through this. And remember to take care of yourself, because everybody's going to be relying on you once you do go home. Good luck. God bless you and your families. And we'll be praying for you.